Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's the RC Genius. Today, I am going to be doing a video that I've been saying I've been going to do for a while. However, I never really did it, but now here it is. This is going to be how to clean a RC monster truck or RC car, whatever it is. It's all pretty much the same stuff, but I'm going to show you how to clean an RC car. This is my way of doing it. There's some other ways, like you can just take a hose or a power washer and just spray down the whole thing however you want. But really, keeping my RC cars clean is one of the biggest rules in my shop. And so, if they've just got dust on them from being outside in the dirt, or pollen or whatever it is, I always clean it off. So, today we're going to be cleaning this truck. I've not been cleaning it for the past few videos that I've been doing. I did take the tires off. The tires are actually pretty clean. They've just been driven on the street for the past few times I've used this truck. So we're just going to clean it off. We're going to get into the shocks and clean those up really nicely. Those are some aluminum shocks that will really be able to shine afterwards. And clean up the chassis, clean up pretty much everything. And all that's going to be needed is a few things. So let's go ahead and let's get started. Okay, so we're going to start with the front of the truck. Right here. We're just going to start with the front. And all you're going to really need is you're just going to need some wet paper towels. And then probably some dry paper towels as well. And I'm going to use a few tools. The first one being that I'm going to be using a screwdriver to remove the bottom screw of the shocks. So I'm just going to quickly take off this screw on the A-arm. And to me, since this truck's only aluminum parts are these aluminum shocks, to me it's really important to have these beautiful shocks shine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my paper towel. I'm just going to kind of clean the shock cap off here, run it through on the sides. And before we actually get detailed into the shocks, I'm going to actually just go ahead and clean any dirt that I see on the outside here. So get into this front plate here, the bumper. By the way, the bumper is spray painted, that's why it's a darker color. I didn't really like it, so I'm just going to let it go ahead and chip off. Cleaning off the body mount here. Alright, we'll start with that. Alright, now let's go ahead and clean the shock. So the screw just fell out through the bottom. Now, let me make sure, alright, the camera's in focus. I'm going to remove the shock bottom right here. I'm going to pull up on the spring and let the shock bottom separate from the spring, just like that. And then there's my shock bottom. And then here is our spring. I'm just going to clean this off a little bit. And one way that you can clean the inside of a spring really easily is you just feed the paper towel through the spring just like this with your finger. If it's really long, you can use a screwdriver or pliers, and I'll actually just poke it through with my screwdriver just like that, and then you can just pull it back and forth on the inside, and then your spring will be clean. This little other black spring here, clean. Alright, now you can see right on here, you can kind of see all the dirt and dust and all that nastiness there. So I'm just going to, whoa, almost fell off the table. I'm just going to take my paper towel and rub it and clean it. clean the shaft. Clean the rod end right here. Clean it all. Just like that. And now you can kind of just get a look here at the difference between this shock and now this shock. And this one right here is a lot cleaner. So now we'll go ahead and put the springs back on. So there's one, and then spring number 2 goes on, and then we'll also clean the shock bottom off. And see all the dirt that's in that. Okay. And then we can just put our shock bottom back on. There we go. And then just like that, this truck already looks better. You can kind of see a little bit of a comparison. I wish the lighting were better. I'll bring my lamp closer. But you can kind of see the difference between the left one and the right one, and the left one is a lot cleaner now. So that's kind of what we're going for. So I will go ahead and off camera I'll do the rest of the shocks, because it's going to take probably maybe 10 minutes to do all 4 of them, or the rest of the 3, however. But before I go off camera and I finish that, I'm gonna just show you how to do the rest of the truck. So I just take my paper towel and just clean the transmission box. Something else that you probably don't think of really cleaning that often is actually cleaning off the wires. The wires on the back of the truck here, they actually, when you clean them, it makes it look a lot nicer. Ooh. Okay. Look at that. We have a slice in our wire, and that's on the ESC side, so that's pretty bad. Because on the ESC side, then we have to replace the ESC if that breaks, or we have to solder it back. We better get that taken care of. And clean off the body tower here. Clean off all this stuff. The motor side of the wires. Just shining up the motor. And then we get down to the A-arms in the rear, the axles. And get the camera closer. And there we go. Cleaning off these axle carriers right here. And then we can flip the truck over too. Get the underside. Unfortunately, some of these scratches in the skid plates aren't going to, these scratches, they won't come out, or the dirt that's stuck inside them won't really come out, so the truck won't be completely clean from that, but it's always good to have it looking much better than it is. Alright, get this side with the axles cleaned up. I'm just noticing now that also I've got a missing screw right here in my skid plate. Right there, there's a screw missing. We're going to have to fix that up for sure. Have to get that taken care of right after this video. Alright. It is looking pretty good. this front A arm right here is pretty dirty. If you guys actually go back and watch my video that I put up, was it Tuesday? No. When did I put that video up? Maybe it was Tuesday. I don't know. A video that I put up just this past week, where I drove the Traxxas Slash and this truck with my brother. I actually looked at the camera footage after, when I brought it inside and I was editing the video, and I actually noticed that you can see the pollen on the street getting kicked up and put into a dust cloud behind the trucks. Go back and watch that video now that I just told you that, and look for the dust cloud of pollen behind the trucks. You'll be amazed at the amount of pollen that there is right now. And in my last video, which, by the way, guys, for those of you who are wondering and watching this video, my last video that was the quick update on my charger, that video was up this morning, which today is Wednesday. This video will be going up on Thursday as you're watching it. And that video, I actually accidentally deleted the video. And so if you go to watch that, if you had already left a comment, which I know there were a few of you that did, please note that it was an accident. And it's the same video, it's just uploaded later in the day, same day, just later, because I accidentally deleted it. And the cause of me deleting it was because I was testing out live streaming, actually. I was testing out how live streaming would work, and unfortunately I deleted the live stream because it was a private live stream, and I deleted it, and I accidentally deleted that video. So just telling you guys, that way you know what happened. If you get a notification that I uploaded a video that you saw I uploaded earlier that morning, that's because of that. Alright, so I'm just doing this other shock. I don't want this video to be too long. We're already at 10 minutes now, and I probably won't even have to cut this video that much. But, yeah, so I'm just going to do this front shock in front of you guys, do the rear shocks off camera, and then I will probably slap the tires back on, wrap up the video, and sign off. Gosh, look at how dirty that one is. That's honestly disgusting. I hate my trucks being dirty. Also, guys, probably this weekend, maybe, I will be doing a shop tour video. I'd like to do that, so keep your eyes out for that as well. Alright, so there's that last shock. Well, the last shock I'm doing on camera. I'm just going to screw this back in. Whoops. Alright, I'll screw it back in off camera, and I'll do the other two shocks, and then I'll come right back and I'll show you what the finished truck looks like. Alright guys, there's the finished truck. Nice and clean now. I can bring it up to the camera, show you my better lighting and a better focus on the camera. There we go. Yeah, I guess that's okay. There's some paper towel on the tire. That's all that is. It looks like bird poop, but it's not. Take that off. There's the back, the rear shocks, all that. Still a little bit of dirt in there, but that's okay. But let's put the body on and see how it looks. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Nice and shiny and clean. Gonna go on the shelf looking like it just came out of the box, sort of. Not completely, but anyway. So that's gonna wrap up the video, guys. Thanks so much for watching. We just hit 25 subscribers today. You know who you are, but I got your comment. Thank you so much for being my 25th subscriber. Thanks for watching. So yeah, so I'll see you guys in the next video. I'll probably do a shop tour video, possibly this weekend, maybe film it tomorrow, maybe. But yeah, so please like and subscribe, comment, whatever you want. Yeah, so I'll see you guys next time on the RC Genius.